ఫస్ట్లీ ద కాజ్ ఈ ఈవెంట్ చేస్తున్న రీజన్ ఏంటంటే మీ అందరికీ తెలుసు. ఇట్స్ హ్యుమానిటీ అగైన్స్ట్ టెర్రరిజం. అంటే చాలా ఈజీగా టెర్రరిజం అని అందరూ అంటారు, కానీ వెరీ ఫ్యూ పీపుల్ డూ సంథింగ్ అబౌట్ ఇట్ అండ్ వెరీ ఫ్యూ పీపుల్ డూ సంథింగ్ టు హెల్ప్. వి ఆల్ సే అందరూ అంటాం టెర్రరిజం అనేది ఒక బూత్, అది ఒక ఈ ప్రపంచంకి జరిగే అన్యాయం టెర్రరిజం అని అంటూ ఉంటాం. కానీ చాలా తక్కువ మంది చేస్తారు, ఏదైనా చేస్తారు. ఒక ఈవెంట్ కానీ ఒక ప్రయత్నం చాలా తక్కువ మంది చేస్తారు. అండ్ ఐడ్ లైక్ టు కంగ్రాచులేట్ మిస్టర్ కుమార్ సార్ ఫర్ టేకింగ్ దట్ ఇనిషియేటివ్. ఇది ఈజీ విషయం కాదు టేకప్ చేయడం. అండ్ ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ హ్యాపీ టు బీ అ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్. ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ హ్యాపీ టు బీ సపోర్టింగ్ ఇట్. అండ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ thinking that I'm valuable enough to support it. I'm very excited. I think we're all going to entertain everyone in New Jersey very well. I hope we've all been rehearsing very hard as well. But just apart from that, his company bearing all the costs, not even, I hear from what I know, they're not even taking any of the proceeds to even cover the bearing of the cost of the event. Uche proceeds anni, they're donating it to this charity. And that's a big round of applause. I think we should all clap for him, seriously. Takes a lot of heart and takes a lot of, a lot of conviction to do something like this. So I just want to congratulate the whole team, and I'm glad to be a part of this.
I met him, so he's a businessman, he's a philanthropist, and we actually met at a video shoot that he produced. And he very casually asked me that, Bete, what do you want to do in life? What do you want to do? So I was like, Pops, I want to be an actress and I want to make a mark and everything. Then I asked him, what do you want to do? He's like, I want to work towards building a good relationship between India and America. Can we have a clap, some applause? So everybody thinks about themselves, I think I want to be an actress. I'm sure Akhil has his own personal goals. Everybody has their own personal goals, but there are very few people who think about their country, and there are very few people who think about global issues. And Mr. Kumar is one of those people. And we all know right now terrorism is a very big issue. There are attacks globally, be it Paris, be it Uri. And this is the need of the hour. So what we want to do is we want to highlight this issue. We want to support the victims of terrorism. We want to join hands in diminishing the problem. So this is what we are doing. This is his idea of shedding global light towards this cause. And what is a better way than having Bollywood stars and Tollywood stars like Akhil, like Charan, like Prabhu sir to shed light on this issue. And Mr. Trump himself is coming and talking about this issue. And it's going to be a great cause. So I want to thank all of you for being here, for supporting our cause. And that's it. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot.
I am from Punjab, but I've lived most of my life in the United States. Went to America some 47 years ago. I will talk a little bit about RHC, Donald Trump, as well as Hindus, Hindu Americans, this event, and also open up for any questions you might have. First of all, those of you who know US politics will recognize that we are at the cusp of history. How so? This will be the first time in the history of United States, in the history of India, in the history of the entire Hindu civilization, Indian civilization, that candidate for president of the most powerful position on this planet comes to celebrate, attend an event, a gathering of Hindu Americans 3 weeks prior to the election. It's almost impossible to get a candidate for president for 5 minutes at that time, as the time is very, very precious. And we have Mr. Donald Trump coming in to address the gathering of Indian Americans, Hindu Americans, for full 2.5 hours. He has also released a public statement. Mind you that the term Hindus themselves is not in the vocabulary of Americans. So they would either say Indian Americans, or they will say Asians, Southeast Asian Americans, but not Hindu Americans. Very easily they'll say Jewish Americans, Christian Americans, Muslim Americans, but not Hindu Americans. It's just not been in the vocabulary. So we have put Hindu Americans in the vocabulary of American politicians, starting with the inauguration of Republican Hindu Coalition last year. So, candidate Donald Trump has also made a public release, which is available to you, where he makes the statement that Hindus have made a fantastic contribution to world civilization and American culture. That should put to bed any qualms anybody might have about his stance on legal immigration. So once again, this is a very proud moment, and it's also interesting that he is coming to an event which is billed as Humanity United Against Terror, the proceeds of which go partly to the victims of terror in India. And not many people recognize, not many people remember, because it's some years ago, the fate of Kashmiri Pandits. In early 90s, all of a sudden the terrorists came to Jammu and Kashmir and wholesale, within a period of weeks, months, pushed out 500,000, 500,000, as you say, 5 lakh, Kashmiri Pandits from their homes, and they became refugees. The world talks about all kinds of other holocausts, but does not talk about this. So we now have the candidate for the President of the United States talking about Kashmiri Pandits. So this particular event, charity concert, will be in Homedale, New Jersey on October 15th. And in a way, it's rather interesting that the major cast in this program, it might as well call it a Tollywood concert instead of a Bollywood concert, because we have legends like Charan and Akhil, and from Bollywood, I guess, and Malaika, Sophie and Manasvi. Prabhu is both sides. He could be considered Tollywood. Shreya Saran. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Don't know what. The actors, that's not my area of expertise. So we are going to have a great fun, entertainment. The exhibition or this charity concert will also have an exhibition of Hindu art. Also, for the first time, it's sort of a unique exhibition we will have that is called Aryabhat exhibition. Many times people forget, we ourselves forget what contribution Hindus have made to the world. Aryabhat was the one who invented zero. So you will find me talking many times to the Western world that, guys, you will not be able to count beyond 9 if Aryabhat did not invent zero or decimal point, first surgery, astronomy. These are all gifts of Hindu civilization to the world. At one time, under Samudragupta's time, India was 85% of world's GDP. One of the missions of RHC is to make 21st to be an Indo-American century, where the two of the world's largest democracies, United States and India, are co-equal partners and the two largest economies in the world. It's one of the goals. We say at RHC, if you go to RHC website, you'll see we have 4 F principles. First is free enterprise. Second is fiscal discipline. Third is family values. And fourth, where we are concentrating this particular concert, is a very strong stand against terrorism. Firm foreign policy on the part of the United States and on the part of India as well. We are very happy to see India, under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, respond to the aggression of Pakistan in the way they have after the Uri episode. So we, United States and India, are destined to be the two superpowers in the 21st century, and that is one of our goals. This is only a small step in binding the two communities and two nations together. Donald Trump as the keynote speaker. See, there is an elephant, or I should correct myself, there is a camel in the room, which everybody is ignoring. And Donald Trump is the first guy, non-politician, a businessman, who could be very comfortable just in his business, but decided to serve the country as well as serve the world by jumping into this. And he has pointed out the camel in the room, and that is the monster of terrorism. Everybody else likes to talk about this in softer terms, as if it will disappear.